If your business isn't fundable in the next 12 months, you don't have a business, you have a ticking time bomb.
What?
Get your profits up, stress down, and make your business investor ready in just 4 weeks. Sounds bold? Stick with me. Because if you're a founder doing between 250K and 3 million a year, this is exactly the solution you have been missing. Right now, you're probably feeling it. Cash flow, always tight. Supply chain problems. Product innovation, not 100%. Customer retention and building community is difficult. Ads eating your margins. Your team maxed out. And deep down, you know your business isn't ready for serious growth or investment. That's why you can't scale without chaos. That's why you're stuck. And if nothing changes, you will be fighting the same problems next year. I know because I lived it. My name is Tarkan. I built a fashion empire, invented 2 world-first inventions in denim. One Green Elephant was my brand, hit 28 million in a single year. Orders worldwide exploded. The best retailers wanted to buy from me. From Galeries Lafayette Paris to Nordstrom, this was my Oscar moment. The moment which every entrepreneur works for. Everyone wanted to buy our stuff. It was crazy. At that time, the best retailers, the best concept stores from 10 Corso, Como Milan to Flying Solo New York and Paris were lined up at the Bread and Butter Berlin. At that time, the biggest fashion fair for denim and sportswear products. All the customers I had ever chased were lined up without me doing anything except having that invention, and everyone wanted it. We had so many orders, but our healthy cash flow wasn't enough. So we needed quick extra cash flow, $3.8 million to fulfill all the demand. Even though my other department, the private label department, where I produce for Zara, LV, Diesel, Adidas, and Lululemon, was bringing in 36 million per year in revenue, it wasn't enough to cover all the cash flow needs when we exploded. I walked into 20 banks. Every single one said no. Even with a strong revenue, zero debt, explosive growth, but the structure wasn't investor ready. Just imagine that for a second. Everything was right, but it wasn't investor ready. That mistake cost me everything. The world has changed. It's loud, it's chaotic, and AI is crushing more dreams than it creates. Most people with good ideas, good intentions, and the potential to build great companies will get burnt. I know, because, again, I lived it. Stay with me until the end and you will learn so much more how to make companies fundable, sellable, scalable. I know because I lived it. I built a business to 36 million a year, had offers of 50 million, even dreamed of 250 million. But I lost it because I didn't have the right structure, clarity, or system. That mistake cost me everything I've worked for in the long run. That's why I do this. Not to build another course, not to sell hype, but to create a community of unstoppable founders. People who want to build bulletproof businesses that outlast the noise, the AI noise. Businesses with real profits, real structures, and freedom for the people who run them. Because here's the truth. What billionaires teach you often doesn't apply to where you are. Hormozi is not yet a billionaire. I think he will be at some point. Hormozi's framework are gold. But you are not Hormozi. And neither am I. If you don't fix your product, your presence, your system, you don't get the same outcome, period. So my why is simple: to help founders avoid the mistakes I made, to build companies that are investable, scalable, life-giving, to create a brand and community where the best founders gather and investors come begging for access. Just imagine that for a second, like Apple as a community, like 300 warriors as a community. Investors come begging for investment, this community become a brand, a blue ocean of like-minded or certain-minded entrepreneurs. In the end, it's not about more hustle. It's about building businesses that give you more time, more freedom, more happiness while making the world better. It's very simple. That's what drives me. That's why I'm here. Every one of you has something special inside. And if we look for it, we build it, the world gets to see it. And that's when I discovered the brutal truth. Businesses don't fail because founders aren't working hard enough. They fail because their structure is broken. That's why I created the Unstoppable Founders Framework, to transform businesses like yours into fundable, scalable, and sellable assets, while putting more cash in your pocket and more time back into your life. Here's what traps most founders. Lie 1. I just need more customers. Truth. If your pricing leaks through margin, inventory, returns, claims, more customers just scale the leak. Lie 2. I just need to hustle harder. Truth. Hustle is a prison. I've been there. I hustled 16 hours a day. I had healthy cash flow, a healthy business, but my structure wasn't investor or bank ready when I needed it. And I learned structure is freedom. Lie number 3, my business is different. Truth, I have helped founders in 19 different industries. Jessica's yoga brand, 12 million revenue, down 25%. Increase 81.5% in 6 months. Supplement brands, agencies, fashion labels. From solopreneur to billionaire, I've worked with them all. The fundamentals are always the same. So how do we fix it? With my 5-point architecture framework. Positioning. We positioned a supplement brand doing 22 million revenue a year. Ad spend was up. Customer retention was down and they were starting to lose money. We repositioned the brand by taking their top 3 products and creating a new line with only 3 ingredients. That was their blue ocean. It was so pure, it needed only 3 ingredients. The result, 66% revenue growth in 12 months. And they kept switching more products into that line with the 3 ingredients. Scalable delivery metrics. We trained a super bot for a cosmetics company, putting in all the information from production, delivery, R&D, and suppliers. Everything was clearly structured and rated according to speed, delivery, quality, and prices. When tariffs forced us to shift, we could do it super fast because we knew exactly what we were looking for. Our buyers could go to new suppliers with the exact framework. We shifted production quickly, and every new supplier was directly connected to the Superbot. We even discovered faster, better suppliers at the same price. With more innovations, what we thought was impossible, tariffs actually forced the company to improve. Profit architecture. Step 1. Find the hidden blue ocean. In fashion, pivoted to sustainable sourcing plus recycled materials, not competing in the fast fashion red ocean. In agency, positioned as an AI leveraged execution plus community building, not just another social media agency. Step 2, create profit levers. Margin expansion, sustainable supply chains, cut 15 to 20% costs versus traditional sourcing, higher gross margins. Recurring revenue. Introduced subscriptions plus memberships, community VIP drops, exclusive content. Automation, central AI mothership, reduce manual ops, cut OPEX by 25 to 30%. Asset building, every system documented plus automated so the business is sellable at 5 to 8x EBITDA multiplies. Step 3, execution framework. Monday syncs. On Mondays, align teams around the mothership bot, 3 hours max, to where departments talk to each other, talk about their progress, where they are, what's the problem, and people from cross sections talk to each other, learn from each other. Weekly KPI tracking, CAC, LTV, margin in percentage, all visible. Continuous reinvest, profits recycled into growth levers, ads, community partnerships. AI leverage systems. We worked with a sustainable fashion brand doing 38 million a year. Here's how we used AI to 10x leverage. The internal superbot, one mothership plugged into every API. It handled sourcing, supply chain, production, delivery, HR, workflows, stock, and even tracked employee happiness and recurring problems. Every issue went into the searchable database. Zero AI confusion, full clarity. The customer superbot, a concierge for community, subscriptions, retention, engagement. Everyone wants a community. But here is the truth. If your product system value isn't interesting enough in this noisy world, nobody cares. This bot made sure people actually did. Every Monday, 3 hours, each department connected to the mothership. Updated, brainstormed, executed. Alignment without chaos. AI leverage. Internal efficiency, customer obsession, and team syncs. Every company has unused profits and untapped blue oceans. AI is how you unlock them. Investor readiness protocol. A health tech founder finally got their first yes after years of hearing no. Investor readiness, 4 levers. Profit, at least 30 to 40%. Gross margins, minimum. Fast payback, 30 days or less. Scalable unit economics. Automation, systems and teams that let the business run without founder involvement. That's something I did so wrong and I burned out so many times because I wanted to wear too many hats. Sellability, built with the exit in mind. Even there is no exit. I know some of you think, if I think of the exit, then the business is less authentic. I was one of them, and that's not true. Just have the exit in mind, structure the system as if even you never plan an exit or not yet, but act as if you do. Positioning. Mark Cuban said, if you can't explain your business in 30 seconds, you don't have a business. Differentiate with a blue ocean angle, not a Me Too product. If you can't explain your business simply, you don't understand it well enough. That's how you get your profits up. Stress down and build a business investors chase. Now you might be thinking, I don't have time. That's why you need it. Week 1 alone gives you back 4 to 8 hours. Maybe you think, I need results now. That's why we start with the 60-minute profit play. Most founders see quick wins right away. This is learning, implementing. Everything here is based on speed, simplicity, and results. So this is not just learning and making notes. This is learning, implementing. You might think my business is different. Jessica thought that too, until we repositioned her brand and got a $2.7 million offer in 90 days. You might think it's too expensive. At 5K, it's less than one failed campaign. David freed up $127,000 cash in 30 days. That's a 25x return where he didn't even know that he had that cash uncovered in the first place. And here's my promise. If you don't get the outcome you come for, more profit, less stress, investor readiness, I will personally coach you until you do. Refunds don't buy your time back. What matters is results. That's why you're here. And I don't stop until you win. This isn't for everyone. I can't stress this point enough. It's for founders already doing 250K to 3 million or 5 million a year who are ready to implement structural change. If you want hacks and shortcuts, don't apply. But if you are ready to finally build a business that scales without chaos, this is for you. We are opening just 10 spots for this cohort of the Unstoppable Founders Program. You invest $5,000 for the full 4 weeks, plus lifetime community membership. The first 5 also get 9K in bonuses, including a private strategy session with me and access to investors when you are ready. When the 10 spots are gone, doors close. I can only handle 10 at a time. 6 months from now, you will be in one of 2 places. Still stuck in the 500K or more trap, stress, bleeding cash, and maxed out, or running a business with profits up, stress down, investors competing for your attention. That's the dream. The difference isn't luck, it's a decision. It's your decision. Click the button below and schedule a 15 minutes catch-up call. It's free. And see if we are a good match. Let's build the business which is truly unstoppable, fundable, sellable, scalable. Love and respect, Tarkan.